First, the highlights. Lagos State Government inaugurates 26-member Social Protection Steering Committee. Federal government to give free CNG kits to transport unions. Unwarranted authorities in Niger Republic declare curfew after jailbreak. And in sport, England captain Harry Kane assures of team's readiness to win Euro 2024 title. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Government has inaugurated a 26-member Social Protection Steering Committee to ensure that the state's efforts to improve the lives of the poor and vulnerable through the utilization of the single social register is achieved. The committee will be chaired by the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Okpe George. George, while inaugurating the committee, said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emphasized his commitment to positively impact the lives of Lagosians with over 20 functional MDAs, 90 social interventions, and 140 billion naira in budgetary allocations, stressing that as such, there is a clear need for coordinated social protection efforts. According to him, the Lagos State Social Protection Council will oversee the implementation of policies and programs for the vulnerable. The newly established Social Protection Coordinating Department will coordinate efforts, recognize the Lagos State Single Social Register as a state asset, ensure resource mobilization, foster partnerships, monitor initiatives, and advocate for policy reforms. In a significant move to safeguard public infrastructure, the Lagos State Electricity Board, LSEB, and the Lagos Neighborhood Safety Agency, LNSA, have announced a collaborative effort to address the pervasive issues of theft and vandalism of electric cables and streetlights. The general manager of LSEB, KAT Balogun, stated this during his recent working visit to the head office of the Safety Corps at Bolade Oshodi, emphasizing the critical need for the partnership, while noting that the collaboration was a necessary step following the stakeholders' meeting on vandalism between the two agencies held earlier this year. Balogun said the capacity of the Safety Corps to gather intelligence on criminal activities, suspicious behavior, and potential crime suspects is invaluable. In his remarks, the general manager of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps, Ifalade Oyekun, expressed his support for the initiative, stating that by working together, both agencies can significantly enhance the safety and reliability of public infrastructure. He asserted that the agreement marks a proactive and strategic approach by both agencies to enhance the security of Lagos State electrical infrastructure, ensuring the continuous provision of essential services to its residents. Ahead the local government elections in Delta State slated for Saturday, the Commissioner of Police, Olufemi Abaniwanda, has ordered massive deployment across the state, including marine policemen, to ensure hitch-free exercise. The police also announced a restriction on vehicular movement between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., saying only officials on emergency and essential duties would be allowed movement. The restriction exempted students writing the National Business and Technical Examinations Board examination. Spokesperson of the command, Bright Edafe, said the command, in synergy with other sister agencies, has deployed massively across all polling units, collation centers, and DSIC offices to ensure hitch-free exercise and also protect the electorate and officials. Edafe also said the ban on the very important personality escorts during the election would be enforced, as it advised that no security details should escort any personality on election day. He said non-state actors such as vigilantes, anti-cult volunteers, and hunters, among others, were also advised to stay away during the election. The federal government says food items to be imported into the country in the next 150 days will be subjected to recommended retail price to bring down high cost of food. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari said this on his X handle. Kyari said government will import 250,000 metric tons of wheat and 250,000 metric tons of maize, and these semi-processed commodities will be supplied to small-scale processors and millers across the country. He also said there will be engagement with relevant stakeholders to set good manufacturing practices (GMP) and purchase surplus food commodities to restock the National Strategic Food Reserve, ramp up production for the 2024-25 farming cycle. And now to the rest of the stories. In a bid to speed up the use of compressed natural gas, CNG, by commercial transporters, the federal government has announced that members of the transport union will be provided with free conversion kits and free installation fee. The government said all transport owners belonging to the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, National Union of Road Transport Owners, NATO, and Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, RETAN, would benefit from the scheme through their unions. Speaking at the signing of an agreement with 5 CNG kits conversion companies in Abuja, Program Director, Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNI, Michael Oluwagbemi, said the government expects the cost of transportation to drop by about 50% over time. Oluwagbemi explained that the government has identified 123 kits conversion centers across the country, saying the conversion incentive program will be financed from the palliative fund set up by President Bola Tinubu. It will interest you to know that the cost of each kit costs between 1.2 to 1.5 million naira. Today is International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms. Recognizing that sand and dust storms and their negative impact at different scales are issues of international concern, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed 12th of July as the International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms. The General Assembly affirmed that resilient action to combat and reduce sand and dust storms requires a better understanding of the severe multidimensional impacts of sand and dust storms, including the deterioration of the health, well-being and livelihood of people, increased desertification and land degradation, deforestation, loss of biodiversity and land productivity, threatening food security and their impact on sustainable economic growth. It also stressed the need for cooperation at the global and regional levels, with a view to preventing, managing and mitigating the effects of sand and dust storms through the enhancement of early warning systems and the sharing of climate and weather information to forecast sand and dust storms. And moving on to some foreign news, authorities in the Niger Republic have declared a curfew in the volatile Tillaberi region after several prisoners escaped from a heavily fortified jail known to hold jihadists. The incident occurred on Thursday at Kutwakale prison, located about 50 kilometers northwest of the capital, Niamey. According to the Interior Ministry, the curfew restricts all movement of pedestrians, bicycles and motor vehicles. It did not specify in its statement how many prisoners managed to escape in the latest jailbreak, but captured Islamist fighters from groups linked to both Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State in the region are believed to be among them. And in sports news, England's captain Harry Kane has assured fans that the team will do everything possible to win the 2024 Euro Championship. Despite the team's early struggles at the tournament, England is in the final after beating the Netherlands 2-1 in the semi-final. Kane noted that his team has worked extremely hard to get to the final and will stop at nothing to bring back the trophy. The Three Lions will take on Spain this Sunday. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has inaugurated a 26-member Social Protection Steering Committee to ensure that the state efforts to improve the lives of the poor and vulnerable through the utilization of the single social register is achieved. In a bid to speed up the use of compressed natural gas (CNG) by commercial transporters, the federal government has announced that members of the Transport Union will be provided with free conversion kits and free installation fee. We also told you that the authorities of Niger Republic have declared a curfew in the volatile Tillaberi region after several prisoners escaped from a heavily fortified jailbreak known to hold jihadists. And in Sport England, Captain Harry Kane has assured fans that the team will do everything possible to win the 2024 Euro Championship. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adiwali Olokboroku. Thank you, Lagos, for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.